Hello and welcome back to another video, and this is Jason Knows What Ifs. Today we're going to be doing What If Naruto was a reincarnation of the Sage of Six Paths Part 2. Last time we spoke we were last time I left you on a cliffhanger about a masked man observing Naruto in his training. I said he unlocked the Shidori from Harma, but I'm gonna change it up a bit. I'm gonna say Harma showed Naruto the hand signs for the Fireball Jutsu. And note this, Naruto has all chakra natures. And when he was in his mindscape, Haruma and Hagomo came with a chakra paper where Naruto poured his chakra into it, and it basically showed he has all chakra natures. He also has Yang Yang release, the Mokutan. If you don't know what the Mokutan is, it's word release basically. And he also has light and dark release. I know it sounds like the Yang Yang release, but not really. But he has dark and light release. So, continuing from last time, I know you guys want to know who this mysterious masked man is. This masked man is no other than Kakashi Hatake. Kakashi, while snooping around the village, felt a presence and chakra exploding. Therefore, he followed that trail of chakra, and then he saw Naruto training, and he saw Naruto do the Fireball Jutsu. Also, also, Kakashi heard rumors from the academy that Naruto was dead last, and now he was interested in him. He wanted to know, how does this little kid know the Fireball Jutsu with basically no one to train? Kakashi was dumbfounded about this, and he decided to go and pursue Naruto, and he began he began questioning Naruto about how he knows the Fireball Jutsu, and Naruto says, "Oh, I just saw Fugaku showing Sasuke how to do this fireball thing, and I sort of just looked continuously every single day until I got the hand signs correct, and I suddenly did it." And Kakashi was dumbfounded because he heard this kid was basically spying on the Uchiha and somehow perfected the hand signs that Fugaku was showing Sasuke. Now, after this, Kakashi nods, saying okay, and then Kakashi asks Naruto if he would like to train with him. Naruto, knowing about Hagomo and Hama and Kurama training him, would basically decline, and Kakashi would wonder why he would decline him of training, but he just brushed it off and said okay, and he went back to whatever he was doing, reading Icha Paradise, walking through the village. And after that encounter, Naruto was told, sorry, 1 second. Alright, I'm back. After that encounter with Kakashi, Haruma told Naruto that's enough for ninjutsu training, and he will be moving on to Fuin Jutsu. If you don't know what Fuin Jutsu is basically sealing jutsu. So, they move on to calligraphy and training Naruto on his handwriting, as well as informing him of the history of the Shinobi world and the Leaf Village in general. So, after that, Naruto was basically a prodigy among prodigies. Naruto knew a bit of Fuinjutsu. He was like a level 7 Fuinjutsu master, as well as a Taijutsu master, and he unlocked the first gate. The first gate of first of the 8 gates. Also, in his ninjutsu, he knows 5 A rank jutsus, 6 B rank, and 3 C rank. Knowing this, Hagoromo, Arma, Kurama, and Kurama told Naruto when he is in the academy, he has to hold back because he doesn't want to kill anybody. So, well, time skip to the Genin exams. Naruto has had on a facade. I think that's the word, a facade. I can't remember how to pronounce it, but he had on a facade or a mask about him pretending to be weak, and he acted like his normal canon counterpart, like goofy with that smile, pranks, and basically bad at everything. So when so sorry about that stop. So when the Genin exams arrive, everybody goes up, and then it's Naruto's turn. And everybody thinks Naruto's gonna fail, even Iruka, because he knows how bad Naruto is at basically everything. So, moving on, when they were when they got to Naruto's turn, Iruka tells Naruto to perform a clone jutsu, then proceed with a transformation and substitution jutsu. Naruto, with a smug smile on his face, performs a shadow clone jutsu, shocking everybody, as well as doing the transformation jutsu and transformed into Kage Utsutsuki. And after that, he substituted himself into a log and basically passed the Genin exams. Later on, they were told to meet up in the training ground in the academy for spars. So all the children, well, academy students, go to the training grounds for a spar to choose who will be the rookie of the year. While there, the Naruto was chosen, well, matched up to fight Sasuke, and as soon as they got on the field, Sasuke, with his superiority complex, says, Naruto, I will win because I'm an elite Uchiha. Okay. Okay. He says, Naruto, I'm gonna win because I'm an Uchiha elite. I've got the Sharingan, which he doesn't. He hasn't unlocked it yet. I have the Sharingan. That's one of my bloodline traits, and I'm also stronger than all of you. And Naruto just snickered at this, thinking how this fool was gonna lose. So after that, Naruto just smiles at Sasuke, infuriating him, and as soon as he does that, Iruka says, "Begin." And Naruto, being overpowered as he is, he dashed forward to Sasuke, basically demolishing him in just taijutsu alone. Even Lee was bamboozled as how fast Naruto was moving. And Naruto kicked Sasuke up, and then he did what Lee did in the training exam, and basically backflipped and kicked him down to the ground. And as soon as he does that, he did hand signs for the fireball jutsu and launched a fireball straight down at Sasuke. And at this point, Iruka stepped inside the match and blocked the fireball from Sasuke. Well, at least attempted to, but Iruka himself got hit with the fireball and kind of got injured a little bit. Seeing this, all the academy students started panicking and freaking out and calling Naruto a monster and a demon, how he could have killed their teacher. And then one of the academy students goes for the principal, and the principal calls the hospital, and Iruka and Sasuke was put inside of the hospital for about 2 weeks or so. And 2 weeks later, the team selections will begin. I'm gonna change it up a bit because I don't like Sakura. Naruto and Sasuke will be on the same team, of course, but Sakura, she's trash. I'm not gonna put her on the same team. So, as a replacement, I'll put, who should I put? Um, hmm, should I put Hinata? No, not Hinata. Okay, I'm gonna be creating an OC in this, and I'm gonna name her, um, hmm, Yui, I guess. Yui. Yui will be a descendant of the Dragon Clan, and Yui will have a dragon summoning contract, as well as um, scrolls relating to ninjutsu involving the dragon race. And clan heir of she'll be the clan heir of the dragon the Draganian no, the Dragon Clan. Let's just call it the Dragon Clan. After the teams were decided, all other team Jonins came and got their teams, and they waited like, let's say, about 3 hours, and Naruto felt some familiar chakra signature coming their way. So he basically concludes that it was Kakashi, and he doesn't place the duster in between the slides because he's not as childish as before, because Hagimomo taught him the basics of discipline. So as soon as Kakashi comes in, his first thought, oh, they're all boring. And then he glances and sees Naruto, and a grin appears on his face and says, oh, not all of them, only the boy and the girl. And he says, meet me up on the roof in 5 minutes. And then he shunshin, whatever it's called, shunshin in wind with leaves in it, and he goes up to the roof. Later on, Naruto, as soon as he does that, Naruto follows suit and shunshin up to the roof, dumbfounding Sasuke and Yui, wanting to know where the hell Naruto went. As Naruto arrived on the roof, Kakashi was suspicious because he wanted to know how a mayor of the dead last in the class knew and I think Shunshin is a B rank or A rank jutsu, and he wanted to know how he knows a B rank or A rank jutsu. And this basically intrigued Kakashi to know more about Naruto. As the other two come upstairs, they wondered how Naruto got there so fast, but basically brushed it off. And Kakashi says, have a seat. How about you guys introduce yourselves? Let me go first. My name is Kakashi Hatake. My likes, you don't need to know. Well, I like Icha Paradise. That's the only thing you need to know. My dislikes, you don't really need to know. My hobbies, you don't really need to know. My dream, I don't really have one. My goals, blah blah blah, same as my dream, I have nothing. I don't really have a goal. Now you, Dragon Girl. My name is not Dragon Girl, my name is Yui. Yui, Drexky. Oh my god. Okay, my name is Yui Drexky. I like dragons. I like the color blue, black. I also like someone, and she glances at Naruto, and Kakashi sees, oh, so that's what she likes. She likes Naruto. And she continues on, my dislikes are pervert, rapists, and criminals in general. My hobbies are gardening, planting stuff, I guess, training with my dragons, as well as hanging out with the people I love. My dream is to one day be a great leader to my dragon clan, as well as my goal is to have a family, and then she glances again at Naruto, making her blush again. And then Kakashi says, "Okay, now you emo." And then Sasuke basically says everything in canon. He likes tomatoes, blah blah blah. Don't have a lot of dislikes. And then he says about his goal slash dream is not a goal because he will make it a reality, and that's to kill a certain someone. But and then he just goes on to Naruto. Naruto, knowing basically everything about him, about his parents, the way how the way he got his godfather left him, he knew he loved him, and so he loved him, and Naruto basically didn't resent him for that. As Kakashi says, pointed at Naruto. Naruto says, "My name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze." Hearing this, Kakashi was shocked and shook into his core. Like, he was shooketh. He was shaking and wondering how Naruto knew about him being an Namikaze. And he just brushed it off and decided to ask him later. Naruto continued, "My likes are training, hanging out with my, well, Hagoromo, Haruma, and Kurama." And hearing this, Kakashi also wanted to know who these three were, and he thought they were like his senseis or whatever, and then brushed it off as that. Later, continuing, he says he likes ramen, and his dislikes are when people call him a monster and a demon, as well as Sasuke and Sasuke, not Sasuke, as well as the Banshee. And he says, "My hobbies are training, eating ramen, hanging out with Hagoromo, Haruma, and Kurama, and my goal is to become the strongest shinobi in the entire world. Not the Hokage, because he doesn't really have an interest in Hokage. I'm making his personality a little different. Like, well, I was once reading a book, and then it said, I'm sorry if I'm copying your idea, but I once read a book, well, a fanfic of Naruto, and basically he had a seal on his back that basically stopped him from remembering important stuff, keeping his height down to the age he was before he got the seal, as well as blocking his chakra, basically interrupting it. And now, Kurama wasn't the one that was blocking his chakra, and when Naruto got the seal, they basically burnt it and sent it away, so Naruto progressed normally as a prodigy. Okay, Naruto then, after he does all this and introduces himself, Kakashi says, "Tomorrow, meet me at training ground 7, don't eat breakfast or you'll puke." And then he's sunshine away, and Naruto walking, slipped a piece of paper inside of, what's her name? Yui's pocket, and Yui waited for when Sasuke was gone to open the paper, and then she saw a letter from Naruto which says, "Eat tomorrow, he is just part of the test," and so forth. And then she blushed and thanked Naruto for telling her this, okay? Later on, time skipped to the next day. Naruto is 2 hours late, like, cause he knows Kakashi's over 3 hours late, so he managed to be 2 hours late. Yui, okay, there's no Sakura in this one, so there was no Banshee, and Yui was calm and collected, more like Itachi before he left Leaf and joined the Akatsuki. So, with this, now, Kakashi appears later than Naruto, and Sasuke was basically arguing with Kakashi about him being later than us, and so forth and so forth. Kakashi comes up to them and says, okay, calm yourselves, don't get your panties in a twist, and whatever, whatever. And he says, well, today we're going to be doing a test. And they all inquired, a test? I thought we already did a Genin test. And Kakashi responded by saying, well, guess what? I don't give a shit. All Genins are required to do this test to show whether or not they're really worthy of becoming ninja in the shinobi world. All of them nodded and then get ready. As Kakashi says begin, Sasuke and Yui jumps into a bush while Naruto stays out there meditating. And as soon as he's finished meditating, a burst of chakra appears, and Naruto, no, this is not Six Paths Sage Mode. It's just like it's like a version of it, but not really. It's Naruto taking it. So Naruto has this power. It's blue, like his chakra, and it's surrounding him in a compact way. And as soon as it breaks, he has like a blue, what's it called? A blue cloak around him, just like KCM, like KCM1. He has a blue cloak around him, and then he proceeds to dash at Kakashi and fight him basically. Kakashi, seeing this, was not seeing Naruto's movements. Naruto moved faster than his normal eye could see, and Kakashi got a little pressured and wasn't thinking correctly, and he pulls up his headband, revealing the Sharingan. Sasuke was immediately shocked, because he wanted to know how this non-Uchiha had the Sharingan. So he got angry and a temper tantrum, and then dashed at Kakashi with kunai in hand. And as soon as he got swatted away by Kakashi, he did hand signs for the fire style great fireball jutsu, but I'm gonna change it up a bit. I'm gonna make my own jutsu. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna give Sasuke a little buff, because I don't want Naruto to be too OP and not have like someone that could kind of beat him, kind of not. Okay, so Sasuke will have. He's not gonna have the Rinnegan yet. Let's leave that for Shippuden. Sasuke. He has a Sharingan, but it's only in the Tsutomu state. While he has his Sharingan, he basically does a form of Amaterasu. However, this Amaterasu is not nearly as deadly because it can be outed like a normal fire, and it's blue, meaning it's very hot. But the black Amaterasu could burn like basically anything, and this specific Amaterasu could only burn any alloy except for steel and so forth. So he basically it changes the Great Fireball Jutsu. He changes it into, let's call it, what should I call this? The Jinkatsu. Okay, let's call it the Jinkatsu. No, I'm making this up on the top of my head because I didn't even have time to write a script because of school and so forth. Now, when he gets his Jinketsu out, he basically sends it at Kakashi, and Kakashi, not knowing what the hell this is, basically leaves Naruto and runs away because he doesn't know if it will damage him a lot, because this is a new jutsu. Basically, a new jutsu that Sasuke has mastered or basically created. When in reality, his Indra reincarnation sort of awoken and gave him the Jinketsu. The Jinketsu was originally a jutsu Indra created when he was about, I don't know, like 15. He created it from using his Sharingan a lot, and then he changed it to the Mount Gekyo, and saw that he could create a fire called the Amaterasu. With that fire, he thought, what if I made an adjustment to the Sharingan? And in the two Tomori state instead of the three Tomori, he made it that the Uchihas, full-blooded Uchihas of clan heads alone, or basically his reincarnations from directly under his bloodline, could receive the Jinketsu, but Sasuke was the only one that received it, as it's only dormant in his mother and Fugaku. As Sasuke sends his projectile at Kakashi basically substituted and basically tried to run away, being stopped by Naruto. Wait, no, not being stopped by Naruto, being stopped by Yui, as she summoned the Elder Dragon, and the dragon breathed fire at Kakashi, and Kakashi, being scared for his life, he kneels down, puts his hand up and said, you all pass, so don't kill me. And this was like, Naruto was basically laughing his ass off. Agumon, Haruma, and Kurama were also laughing at this pathetic state, knowing that if it wasn't for Naruto and Yui and Sasuke was to face Kakashi alone, he would have lost. Sasuke would have lost because the only reason this worked was because Kakashi wasn't familiar with the jutsu. But if he was, he could have found a way to counter it. Now seeing this new jutsu, Kakashi copied it. Yes, I know what I said about the Indra and so forth, but he has a flipping Sharingan. So he copied it and tried to use it, and when he used it, he realized it wasn't as hot, because he thought it was like a new form in Amaterasu, when it was just a Jinketsu. And when he formed the Jinketsu, he tampered with it a little bit, and he added wind style to it. Yes, wind style. He added wind style to it, and he was shocked because it turned into like this big, like a rainbow. However, it was just made out of flames, and he basically could shoot it like arrows out of it from wind and fire mixed together. And this form of the Jinketsu was known as the what should I call it? The bow, the hell flame bow. No. Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys to name this this new form of the Jinketsu once mixed with the wind style. So now Kakashi, unlocking this new form of the Jinketsu, started using it, and fast forward a little bit, and they basically do the tour mission over and over again, rounding up like 100 DMX missions, and Naruto and Sasuke began getting bored, and then basically pressured the Hokage to give them a C-Rank mission because they were so bored of doing D-Rank missions. As Hiruzen told them they would be escorting someone, they wanted to know who it was, and they basically fantasized about it being a princess and so forth, and then Hiruzen says, bring him in. And as soon as the doors open, they are hit with a disgusting smell of sake. Sake is basically alcohol in Japan. With this smell, they basically knew this wasn't going to be a princess or anybody of high esteem. They said this out loud, and Tazuna looked at them and was like, pathetic. I asked for strong shinobi to protect me, the most talented bridge building master of the village and in the waves or whatever like that, the land of waves, and he basically insulted everyone except for Naruto, because he sees Naruto and he feels the tension rising in the air as Naruto was basically leaking his killing intent slash bloodlust in him, and he was like sweating bullets and shitting himself. As Naruto does this, Tazuna shuts up immediately, and who's inside chuckled. He chuckled at the display of bloodlust, thinking it was just child's play. And then Naruto, sensing Hiruzen's emotions, decided to leak 2%. No, he was not leaking 1% at Tazuna. He was leaking about 0.0001% of his bloodlust, and that scared Tazuna. When he released 2%, like everyone in the entire room, even the Amu hidden in the shadows, began coughing up blood, and it felt like they had a level 10 weight gravity seal upon them, and then they were basically glued to the floor. Even the Hokage couldn't move. And seeing this, everyone was shocked that Naruto could even bring the Hokage down to his knees. After this encounter, Naruto releases his bloodlust, calms himself down, and Kakashi tells them to meet him at the gate in tomorrow at 8 a.m. Be late and we'll leave you. And with this said, I thank you all for watching. And I'm sorry for not posting like frequently, because I only have time to post like once a week or so, and that's on weekends. And I'm sorry because I have school. Saying this, I will strive to make more quality content for my fans, viewers. Anyways, see you next time. This is Jason Ned with it. What ifs? Signing out. Goodbye.